Angela Buckney here, the voice behind the mic. Welcome. The parking lot of the B.B. King Museum was full of law enforcement vehicles. Chief Bobby Walker Sr. of Sunflower Police Department was to thank for welcoming Attorney General Lynn Fitch to the Mississippi Delta.
It's an honor to be here. I'm excited to be here with the law enforcement officers. I mean, it just means so much. Our law enforcement men and women in uniform, they're out there protecting us every day. And so for me to be able to come and visit and thank them and talk about the things that are happening in our state and how we can be partners together. We've been able to accomplish so many great things throughout our state just by having partnerships with our state, our local, our federal law enforcement officers. So again, it's an opportunity to celebrate, talk about what we're doing together and how we can continue to work with one another.
Chief Bobby Walker is encouraging every chief of each town in the Mid-Delta Law Enforcement Coalition to listen up.
What we can do to curtail these shootings and the crime that we have in our communities. We need to get together. Because believe it or not, these same people that's doing this shooting and all this stuff in the communities, they're going from town to town. They're going coming from Greenville, Leland, Indianola, Sunflower. It's all the same. So it's everywhere.
Now, Chief Walker, I know you organized this event. How long did it take to get this together?
Actually, it took me about a month and a half to actually get, everything worked out for her to come.
So, let me ask you now, I know you're not going into an executive session, but you've asked everyone who is a chief of police to stay behind and, everyone else is free to go. Mm-hmm. What's the purpose?
Well, the purpose is for us to get reorganized. COVID-19 kind of hit us pretty hard, and we hadn't had a meeting in like 2 years. So it's basically to get reorganized, get the vice president and the president reorganized, the chaplain. So that's basically what we're doing.
Understanding that there's a shortage of law enforcement all over the nation, what does Mississippi plan to do statewide to maintain safety on the highways? Understand that Mississippi Highway Patrol, the whole state is their entire jurisdiction. Do you foresee law enforcement coming over, local law enforcement being able to be grandfathered in based on experience, years that they have worked in an effort to fill some of the empty slots in the state?
Well, I think there's certainly a training program in place, and so they'll be looking to have great folks to be part of the team and to go through the training program and then get them into the highway patrol along those lines. And many times you get great folks that have been in local law enforcement positions and they come over and then they're trained as troopers, and it is a great partnership. Even today we've seen so many friends that see one another, that trained with one another, so it gives some great options and opportunities for the future.
Kudos to Chief Bobby Walker on a job well done.
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice. Booty so big, word, Lord, have mercy.
Why keep pausing like I do? Why keep flossing like I do? Why keep saucing like I do? Why keep causing like you do? All these up in my jeans, you can't get up in between. You're trying to get a piece of me. I can teach you a couple things. Why you looking at?
Listen up, it's homecoming 2021. You know what that means. It's time to split the pot 50-50. That's right, take a chance today. It's simple. You got a Cash App, purchase as many tickets as you would like. If we raise $1,000, you get $500. The split the pot 50-50 winner will be announced at the end of the third quarter for MVSU's homecoming. Go on and get those tickets right now. You could be the winner. And for the ballers, if you want 25 tickets, it's only $100. The other half of the proceeds will go to the scholarship fund.
Did someone say tacos? At school, at home, tacos, tacos, tacos. DJ Hustleman is always in the same location. After school, I don't have to think where we're gonna go eat. It's straight to DJ Hustleman. Eat tacos, get taco power.
And welcome back. We're staying in Indianola where Mayor Steve Rosenthal has a great update for the citizens. Mayor Rosenthal, talk a little bit about the street project.
Well, I appreciate that. Willie Simmons gave the citizens of Indianola $1 million to help improve the streets. He actually gave this to us in 2019, but it takes that long to work up a complete project. We are doing 8 full streets of overlay, similar to what you see here on Johnson Avenue, which we did earlier in September and August. We put new curbs, completely overlaid the streets. That's what the plans are for these other streets here in Indianola. But we have 8 in this project.
How long will this project be going on?
We will probably be going on another 2, maybe 3 months, depending on the weather, because Johnson was able to be done first because it had already had the pipes and stuff moved and repaired a few years earlier. Now, streets like Gray Street, we're having to replace all the water and sewer lines first. We're almost complete with that part. On Carver, we had to replace a number of curves. Carver is now complete. But we have other streets that we're moving forward on. Slim, we're working on Gray right now. And like I say, there's a total of 8 full streets. We have a little bit more to go on Fasonia Avenue that we're having to do.
These are a lot of streets that have a lot of traffic in these areas. Is that correct?
Correct. They tend to be crossover streets to connect to other major thoroughfares. So people a lot of times will cut through neighborhoods. So we're trying to do some of the ones that were in the worst shape and have the most traffic.
Would you consider Gray Street a historic area?
It is in the historic district. And I know that when visitors come, they tend to want to drive the neighborhoods, and Gray is in that neighborhood. So we're trying to upgrade that. It runs parallel there with Hannah and Church. So it's definitely a historic area.
Where Club Ebony and...
And all the other blues type events that used to go on, and it's right near behind the museum as well. So it's the neighborhoods that people want to see.
A balloon release got underway for Dereyaki Moore in Indianola and the Southgate subdivision. Moore succumbed to his injuries due to a gunshot wound that happened mid-September. Graveside services will be held Saturday, October 2nd at Riverside Memorial Gardens. And moving right along into politics.
Everybody, I'm Kenny Featherstone, your Democratic candidate for mayor of Indianola. This morning, we were out on the campaign trail. One of the things that we were doing is supplying the community with masks. We're still in the middle of this pandemic.
Drivers Hamburger Smith is running for Ward 4 over in Indianola, along with Ms. Carolyn McCarty, who's running for Ward 5. The candidate said this meet and greet was to let the community know who they are.
It's a great week to be a Panther. That's right, it's homecoming week at the Amanda Elsie High School. From the desk of Principal Atori Roy, faculty, staff, and the student body, we welcome all alumni, friends, and family to enjoy in on the festivities. Our week is filled with education, fun, and excitement. Starting with Spirit Week, Monday, Rep Your Team. Tuesday, Color Wars. Wednesday, Duo/Twin Day. Thursday, Throwback/Elderly Day. Friday, Spirit Day, Blue and Gold, and the crowning of Miss Homecoming, Salonia Groves, and Mr. Homecoming, Derek Cornell. As we say in Panther Land, somebody gotta be great. Why not be great while being a Panther?
I got sauce too, came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up, shot.
Listen up, it's homecoming 2021. You know what that means. It's time to split the pot 50-50. That's right, take a chance today. It's simple. You got a Cash App, purchase as many tickets as you would like. If we raise $1,000, you get $500. The split the pot 50-50 winner will be announced at the end of the third quarter for MVSU's homecoming. Go on and get those tickets right now. You could be the winner. And for the ballers, if you want 25 tickets, it's only $100. The other half of the proceeds will go to the scholarship fund. Thanks for tuning in to this newscast. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to donate to the Mike magazine, the information is on the screen. Angela Buckner here, the voice behind the mic.